Hello everyone. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another video with the Truth QT. And tonight we will be talking about the LaTruths. If you are sick and tired of hearing about the LaTruths, I completely understand. They have been all over YouTube and social media for quite some time, but their story just continues to unfold every month. And I'm being generous, really. They have a lot going on, okay? And since the last time that I did a video and up until now, it's a lot more that is, unfolding and people are covering, okay? So we have to weigh in. We have to weigh in on this Brianna Instagram live. So let's get right into the video. I should have said, if you have not seen the LaTruth video that I did like a week ago, please check it out. Show us some love. I would truly appreciate it. Now, getting back into this video. So Brianna went on Instagram Live. And she went on Instagram Live because she wanted to clear her name. Now, the video that I did on the LaTruths, I ended my video by basically saying that, hey, what I know now, or what is out there, is that we're waiting on, no, we're not waiting on anything. That Mr. LaTruth is waiting on Brianna to sign those papers. He did a video saying sign them papers. He's waiting for Brianna to sign the paperwork so he can be free, right? That's what I ended my video with, basically. And she wanted to clear her name. So she went on Instagram Live and she showed paperwork that clearly showed that they're waiting on Mr. LaTruth. And Mr. LaTruth is supposedly supposed to provide some paperwork, or he's supposed to do something on his end in order for them to move forward. Okay. And that was supposed to be, I believe, April 24th is what the paperwork showed. Now, after she cleared her name, well, before I move on, I do want to back it up and say, in my video, I also said that there was some type of discrepancy on who filed for divorce. Now, Brianna says she filed for divorce, and Mr. LaTruth said he filed for divorce. Now, based on the paperwork that she actually showed on Instagram Live, it clearly stated that he was the petitioner, meaning that he filed for divorce. So that clears that up completely. There was a video out there pretty much where she basically says she was served. So we know from her being served that she did not file for divorce, but the narrative was still out there. And now, to me, it's completely clear that he filed. Moving on. Now, after she showed this paperwork to show that Robert is the one, or Mr. LaTruth is the one that they're waiting on, she then kind of worked herself up into a frenzy, okay? And she started to basically talk about how, how people were saying, or he was saying she was a gold digger, and how she was using him and he made all this money. And I believe she just wanted to clear her name on he didn't make her, right? And so she proceeded to show his tax returns. I was I was devastated for him, to show some sensitive, confidential information like that. I mean, that's just it's really sad at that point, because it shouldn't have to get to that. So she proceeds to show his paperwork. And in 2017, he made 92,000. 2018, he made 60,000. She's showing all this information. And then, not to mention, I know you all remember a video that she posted, or that's out there on YouTube, where she showed his account balance, and it was like 80 something dollars, right? So it's just sad that it's gotten to this where she wants to expose him to this level, almost embarrass him, Now, her showing, his tax returns to basically, embarrass him or prove that he didn't make her, or that she wasn't a gold digger. I guess this is to say, hey, I loved him for him. That's what I'm getting from it. It doesn't take away the fact that he still showed her another way, or an avenue on how to make money a different way, right? He showed her his way of making money. And, it took off for her. So it really did. But I think to expose his total income, he took it like a champ though. I mean, he took it like a champ. He was actually saying, "Hey, this is the paperwork that they've been waiting on for me. Can she turn it in for me?" So he took it like a champ, but it's still sad that it got to that. Now, I don't want to talk about that for too long, but I do want to just say that she also proceeded to show her paperwork. Okay. Now, she did not show us, at least I didn't see any paperwork prior to 2022. She showed us her paperwork. When I say paperwork, I should just say tax returns. She showed us her tax returns from 2022 last year, and she made close to $500,000, $500,000. I mean, that's how much she made. And I don't know if the reason she showed her amount versus his was to embarrass him or just to basically prove to us that she's not a gold digger. She was still with this man when she was making tons of money, right? And that's perfectly okay. Maybe, it again, she didn't show us all the years that they were together, so he could have very well made well over, 100,000 in 2019, 2020, but that's really not important. It's really not important how much he made. It's just important that they separate and just kind of call it quits as soon as possible. Do what they have to do to separate, because when you get to a point where you're exposing tax returns of another individual online, no one wants to get to that point where you find yourself being the worst version of yourself, right? Because, this information will be out on social media forever, pretty much. And when your kid gets older, and not to mention, it embarrasses her bonus kid's father. That just shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't happen. And you never know what else he may have been dealing with, whereas she just exposed that sensitive information. It's just not anything that you would do. But I am not here to pass judgment. I'm just clearly here to give you my opinion, my thoughts about the situation. And I just really hope that the two of them, find some type of common ground. Of course, the divorce is going to happen, but I just hope that they both slow down, especially Brianna, Mrs. LaTruth, slow down to avoid another situation happening or something worse than, exposing tax returns. I just hope that this all ends soon. So please let me know how you feel down below in the comments. And I hope you all have a good night.